Yes. What it is?
Independence Day.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Greetings and salutations to all our Trinbagonian family. Yes? Burn Team family.
Yes.
So it wouldn't be Burn Team if we didn't at least do a live independence. Yeah? And as we... How long have we been?
58 years. 58.
We have been independent for 58 years. And on my page, I would show you where the Queen was giving us our paperwork to become part of the Commonwealth. On my personal page, that video is a very ancient video, but it is where everything started. So this is Burn Team wishing everyone, all the Trinbagonians, happy Independence Day. And whenever you look at it, it will be happy independence all over again. If you're looking at us on YouTube, remember to subscribe. And if you are looking at us on Facebook, remember to share this. It is our Independence special. And the topic for today, 58 years independent.
What is love?
Got to do with it. Big up Sherry on the live. Big up Miss McCalman. And for all those who missed yesterday's topic, it was really interesting. And it is a spillover from yesterday.
Yes.
Upon closing of the live yesterday, we still had people commenting on the comment board because we want to really deal with relationships. So I think it will be a series,
Yes.
a live series. So the message board is sending their Independence Day greetings,
Yes.
and it's well received. Yes?
Yes.
So Chica, I know. What is love? So in the comment section, we are the stewards of this platform. You all control this platform.
Yes.
So in the comment section, feel free to place, your view on what is love.
Sherry. Sherry is saying very early in this discussion that she hates love right now.
Oh my. Sherry say it hurts. Alright. So we will be delving into the pain, the sorrow, the happiness, the energy, the different types of love,
Yeah.
as Oxford Dictionary would say, and as our dictionary would say. We have a deep dictionary coming soon,
Yes.
because we realize some of these words need revising.
Yes, sometimes it really does. Alright? So, the nouns of love, right? Some of the definitions we have, it is an intense feeling and affection for someone, right? Love is also, right, a deep interest in something, right? Then we have the verb, right, which is to feel a deep affection or sexual love for someone.
So there's a noun version of love,
Yes.
and there's a verb version of the definition of the word love.
So when people say that they love you, you need to be clear on
What type of love is that?
what type of love, right? So Sherry is expressing herself this morning. She is in the hurting part of love. And you know something? They say that love really not supposed to hurt, but we find a lot of times that love hurts, right? A lot of people, they say that, love hurts.
And Chica J is a social worker for matters of the heart and social view. Feel free that we have a WhatsApp button on Burn Team page for people who really going through something and they need an air. Now, we are fun-loving people. Yes, we like to enjoy ourselves. But if it's really something bothering you and it is taking your mind to a very bad place, we have the Passion Empowerment arm of Burn Team. And the Passion Empowerment arm deals with persons who really going through that mental pressure and need somebody to help guide them along that path. Chika J, Social Work Incarnate. Yes? So, it's Independence Day.
Yes.
So we're giving everybody the love.
Yes.
Burn Team. Yeah? So Chika, what are the different types of love?
Alright. So let us start off with the best type. I would just say the best type is the selfless type of love, which is agape love. Right? It is the unconditional love. And this type of love is the love that you can have for any and everybody.
So we go into the message board because we said the message board is what drives this conversation. Yes.
So Diana is saying love is understanding each other. Love hurts. Love is putting people's needs before yours and an emotional feeling. Love is a powerful word. Right? So when people, sometimes they compare love versus hate, and both of those words have 4 letters. And we have to decide which one of those words, which of the 2 we are going to choose to live by. Are we going to live by love or are we going to live by hate? Right? And those 2 words are very powerful. So when people say, I hate you, I hate you, be careful. Because it's a powerful word. Now you could say love, and it have, as I was just saying, there's agape love. It is selfless. Right? You put others before you. You think of others' needs then. Right? It's a love that you can have for any person that you meet along the way. Right? This is the love you can have for your family, your friends, strangers. Alright? This is the type, we're not going to get too religious inside of here, but we will know that different religions, they speak about the love, right? That Jesus had, that they will say that God have, all these different things. All religions, Hindus, Muslims, all of them speak about that love for mankind. Alright? And that is the agape love. Right? Why are you looking at me like that? That is the agape love, the love that you have for mankind. So it doesn't matter who comes across your path, you will lend a helping hand once it is you are able to, even if it's just a listening ear, That's the type of love. It's like, oh, will this person coming to tell me this time of the day? No, sometimes, people need somebody just to listen to them, and that is you showing them love. Alright, do you agree with that? She is preaching here this morning.
And if you all are new to the live, the topic is, what is love? Chika pulled up the pulpit this morning and got deep into the spiritual aspect of love. Remember, there are no right and wrong answers on this platform. It is just about people's view and where they view certain things from. Yes?
Right, so, but Sherry is saying I stick to loving my kids and mother. And she said most of all, you have to love yourself. Right, so that is the other type of love. The other type of love is fiduciary love. And that is self-love. Right, let us just say self-love. Because when they see you, we'll be like, oh, how are you pronouncing this word? Right? So self-love is the other type of love. And yes, if it is you cannot love yourself, you cannot love anyone else. Right?
So we would like people again, welcome to Burn Team Independence Special, and we invite you all to comment in the comment section of what you think love is and what you think love should be. Yes? and we are looking at perspective.
Yes.
And I think, sometimes it's good to say that I'm not in the loving mood right now.
Yeah.
And be honest. Because sometimes people get into a relationship and they really don't love the person.
Yeah.
And
what type of love do they have for the person? Because
they get into a relationship and they don't love the person.
So what if it's just a sexual type
That love. Right? So, I'm being real, you know me. You have ladies on the line, the guys they wake up yet. Right? So, as I said before, honesty is something that lacking in society. You get into a relationship. There is no onus on you to love that person. Love is something will grow. Right? The regular love is if Tanti fall down, you pick her up. If you're going down the road, somebody have a flat tire, you help. But when we're speaking about relationships, sometimes it's good to say at this point in time, I ain't loving nobody at this point in time. Or getting themselves, not to say I wouldn't care. Not to say I wouldn't, be honest. And that's what I'm doing. Right? But we use the word when we really don't understand the price you have to pay for it. The trust you might have to put in the person. Right? And sometimes people are at different parts of their life and they may have to say, at this point in time, I'm not there yet. And that is okay. Right? It's okay to say, I'm not there yet. It's okay to say, I care about you, but the love part, I ain't reached there yet. Chica.
Well,
yeah.
Some people do say that love is caring. So it all depends. You want to really explain what does it mean to the person.
And the forum is there. That's why we want perspective. So people, if you're looking at this live, share it and comment in the comment section your view of what love is.
Yes.
Chica's view of what love is will differ to my view, will differ to Sherry's view. And then think about it and think to yourself what you expect love should be based upon that relationship scenario. So this is Burn Team Emotional Health. Emotional fitness, because you had to bob and weave with this love thing, If love hits your body, I don't know how to bounce back.
Yes. Because as was started off, Sherry speak about how, love hurts. And a lot of persons are really at that place where they believe love hurts because of the experiences they would have had in relationships. Not even relationships. So sometimes, they have, a relationship with someone that became sexual, that, they believe that they were in something committed, and the person would have hurt them in some form or way, right? So that, it really hurts them. In that case, we will understand why people will say love hurts. Right. So, good morning, Candy Barbara. Yes, happy Independence Day to you too. She's saying, what I love, baby, don't hurt me no more. Alright. Love is a verb, an action word. Yes.
Excellent, Candy Barbara. And again, it is very easy to know if somebody don't love you.
Yes.
I think we mama guy and we self too much, me, I is devil's advocate. Ladies, sometimes all your mama guy all yourself thinking I'm a love all and men, sometimes we mama guy ourselves thinking that woman love you. Because love is action. A lot of people told me they love me. If I was to believe every person who said they love me, I'd have been problem. Love is action. It had a long time since they say, show me how much you love me. That's a real thing, Granny, them had some good little sayings back then, You need to show love, not say. Because sometimes in relationships, going by and told people, do not tell me you love me. And it's not because I am rough. It's not because plenty people use this word and don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you love me, you know what I said? Right? So about WhatsApp.
Don't come looking for love.
Right? Because you can't look for it. People think they go into relationships looking to find love. Love is a verb.
Yeah.
You can't find action. So that is why we have this forum. The real love, relationship, friendship, or even general.
Yes.
It has people who are loving people, you know. And I talking about nothing sexual love and nothing to do with sex.
Yes.
So please, ladies and fellas, do not put love and sex in the same category. It's not sex. Love is not sex. Right? It has people have natural love.
Yes.
And you know, you could listen to me. I meet some people who so loving. You can't call them. You know, they have that beautiful something. Nice something.
They call, you know, beautiful soul.
Yes, right? So people, and if we on the part of relationship, somebody telling you they love you, love is a verb.
Yes. And Sherry saying, man, they say they love you and then say, I lie.
True. Women too.
Yes. Women too. Some women is just going for what does the man have. They are loving the person themselves, you know. They're loving the things. They are not loving the person. Yeah.
So for the people who now coming on the live, I'm seeing Z on the live. Big up Z.
Yes.
Straight out. Right? And we need you all to comment and say what love is to you, what the meaning is, and what you would like to see. You know? So love is a verb. So Z and all the people on the live, tell me, what actions do you people do that shows the other person you love them? You know what I mean? Love is Sherry hot.
Love is when someone goes out their way for you no matter what.
That is the selfless love Chica spoke about. And Sherry here now. And to everybody on the life, not everybody have selfless love. So you may find somebody who you're good with in a relationship with, but they're not selfless.
Yeah.
Right? That type of love is someone, that is rare people.
Yeah.
That ain't on the masses. That's not walking on High Street or London or New York or Times Square. That is a very rare type of individual you're talking about. Big up Z, happy independence.
Yeah, so that's selfless love. I mean, that's why you have to love yourself first, because you already cannot go saying looking for love. Right? You already, I mean, it's nice if somebody loves you back, as the saying goes. Right? But if it is you don't love yourself, how can you expect someone else to love you? Right? And we know that in terms of love, sometimes you know love and respect goes hand in hand.
The message board now.
Yes, so
message board time.
Selena is saying when someone say they love you, my reply is love God.
That is true, Z? Is that true, Z?
Right, Shanaka is saying compromising things or behaviors you may not like. Right, so sometimes they might be in a situation where they may not agree on everything, but there must be some sort of, compromise. But it doesn't mean you're going to, forget about your dignity and your integrity. Always remember that, right? Yes, you're going to be selfless, right? But it should not degrade you. It should not disrespect you.
Ladies,
right? In terms of relationships, I mean,
what I have seen in this world, because what we're saying is from the textbook, and what we are saying is from our point of view. We mean point of view. If we are looking at something from a far distance, the thing looks small. That is point of view. If we are on top of a mountain again and we're looking down at traffic, the traffic will look like toy cars because it's our point of view. I believe in this world, seeing people in love, and that is very rare. People think they're in love and they're not in love. People think they're in a relationship and they're in love and they're not. People think going out of that is not love. Going out of their way is love. That is not love. Love and madness real close. If I was to find a cousin, a love, a sister, a close relative, it's madness. And when we talk madness, I talk in clinical madness. Because sometimes when you're really in that place, you don't see the person's flaws.
No, you don't.
You don't see what is happening. You don't see. And the thing is, Chica, it's the closest thing to madness. It is a beautiful thing when two people vibrating like that.
Yes.
Right? And I think when you're going into the realm of committed you can have a committed relationship and the people I'm not in love. We committed.
Yes. True.
Yeah, we committed. We have a goal together.
Yes.
And we're going forward and we in love. Right?
True.
Right? The verb, and as Chica said, it's powerful.
Yeah.
But when two people, I think the pain comes when one person is vibrating on that frequency and the other person is not.
Okay, so as I speak about that, we will going down the lines of the different type of love, right?
Yes.
And there's pragma love, where they talk about committed relationships and persons who get married then. And they could be committed, they may not be in love, because we know that it have even in some cultures, they are arranged marriages.
That's right.
Right? And because they made an arrangement,
That's right.
they are committed in that arrangement.
That's
it
correct.
comes like if you go to the bank and they take a loan and you are committed to paying back that loan and maybe with, let us say $100 a month or $200 a month. That is an arrangement that was made. You are committed. And a lot of time persons get married and it's just a commitment.
So
It's just an arrangement, right? So but Shanaka was agreeing with you earlier on, right? Love is really complete madness at times. And Sherry is saying love is a test. You are blinded by it. Right? So, I mean, the point of views, right? Persons are agreeing with us at the moment.
You could call Chica Sherry, feel free. To get certain things. And I like the word Chica used. A lot of us are in arrangements. And we thinking we in a loving relationship.
Yes.
A lot of us in arrangements. And we need to separate the two. Right? So Sherry has shown us the side where one person is giving 80, maybe 100%, and the other person may be giving 40 or 50.
Alright,
Yeah?
so we have Selena saying, I'm not saying that you can't love someone, but when the love gets stronger, you really see the true person come out. Right? So her saying is, no trust, no love.
And it's good, Z, that you put your foot down
Yes.
again. But as we were saying in the live before,
Yes.
you realize everything have a correlation as we go forward. Right? Trust is important. Yes. To the message board.
Candy Barbara is saying arrangements are so exhausting.
If the arrangement in your favor. No.
No. So it depends on the type of arrangement that you may have. Yes, it could be exhausting, but once it is you make a good arrangement and it is working in both your favors, it will be love is lovely.
Love is lovely. If we arrangement fit suiting the Rasta and my girl, you know what I mean? If the arrangement is beneficial to both parties, they not going away.
No.
Where you going?
It will be lovely.
Lovely.
Right?
Yes. So again, would it be that is love a staple for a good relationship?
Yes, it is. And of course, we know that we just mentioned that there are different types of love, right? And sometimes some persons, the different types of love, you might find it in one relationship. You might find all that love in one relationship, but it doesn't. It is hard, but it's not always that way. So that's why some persons get hurt because of the idea of what love should be, right? And Selena was, talking about, she said no trust, no love. And yesterday Lion spoke about, so what about forgiveness in this case? Because there are times when persons may do things that they didn't expect them to do, right? They would have put that trust in them and they broke that trust.
Yes.
Now are you going to forgive them, or are you going to have that hate? Because sometimes when trust is broken and persons are hurt, they use the word hate now, and remember, hate is also a powerful word. Right? So are you going to forgive? And love, remember that love forgives. Right?
And it looks like we are embarking upon a relationship series. This is what I'm getting from the information from all our lives.
Yes.
Right? That people need to show, and give and share their information with Burn Team family, and we can now assist in finding perspective from different avenues in which. And that is the problem. If I am to say I'm going into a relationship, ladies, and you do something wrong, see my face, and you do something wrong, how can we grow? Alright, I'm saying I'm putting myself in the thing. We are in a relationship, and you went and you horn. Yeah. Because I'm telling you all, if you think you're going to have a relationship lasting 15, 20 years, and it's not going to have things to hurt you in it, you need to go on a mountain and live by yourself. Right? And I'm in a relationship, and she did something to hurt me. And if I don't find, yes, I'll be in pain, but if I don't find forgiveness, then I would say we're done. And I move on. And I move on to the next girl. And then she do something to hurt me. And I say we done. And I move on to what gonna be my life. So again, when we look in, no, I'm not saying that you should forgive and let somebody walk all over you. But my point is, this is what relationship is. Like it or not, people, you leave the girl today or you leave the man tomorrow and you go with somebody else, the challenges will be the same, worse, or it might be different challenges per relationship. One, it might be, you might go from a man who does drink, and then you pick up one who does smoke. You might leave him and then you pick up one who don't like to work. And then you leave him and you pick up one who does beat. It is always going to have challenges. Right? So it's never going to be this fairy tale, white picket fence belief system that ladies have. It's never going to be like that. And many of you think you're going to get, you see she looking sexy, we talk about that. Then you see her having the right values, and then she will have something to trip you off. It is going to have something that is going to make you feel hurt or uncomfortable. And growth, if you're going in the gym, growth is pain. If you want to make that muscle grow, you had to put it through pain. She can't go through some pain from the training. You understand? So
Candy Barbara is saying, in a relationship, you have to know what you can forgive and what you can't forgive. Now, I will disagree with that statement. Just to say that we can all forgive, it doesn't mean, now always remember that if you forgive someone, we didn't say stay in the relationship with them. Because if it is you have someone that is being abusive, abusing you, beating you to a pulp, as they say.
And it have ladies that stay in that,
It have ladies that stay in it.
Crazy, this fellas, right? We encouraging the beating of the ladies.
So no.
We're not encouraging that.
That's a no.
We're not encouraging guys to be putting their hands on people's daughter.
Vice versa, women, we are not encouraging you to be physically abusive or otherwise to your men. So, when it's abusive, you can forgive the person and come out of that situation because they don't want that love take you to a death.
Yeah.
So remember earlier on, Lion said love is madness.
Yes.
Love is blind. And they said, nah, he loved me. He was just upset. No, or she was just upset.
Yeah.
We don't tolerate the abusive behavior.
Ladies abuse, that is our next topic, yeah? Because ladies mouth.
Yes.
You see all your mouth. That is how abuse does feel like, Nixon.
Yeah.
So again, it goes back now to the verb.
Yeah.
It goes back to the verb. So I think people hear the word love and it's another romanticized word. That it's so, everything beautiful. No. If you love yourself, that takes work.
Yeah.
If you love your body, and I love health,
Yeah.
that is work for me. If I want to look good and I love the way I want to look, that takes work, and relationships is a lot of work.
Yes.
From the relationship series. Yes, so people in the comments.
So we have
Comments board running.
Shanaka saying that's true, the reality of life.
Yeah.
Sherry is saying I'll take full blame and try to work things out. But will you take revenge and say I want you to feel how I feel, but I love you? Right? So yes, Sherry, sometimes people, they decide that they're going to take revenge, but is that love? Taking revenge, that is not showing love. If it is
You're not in love, you're in an arrangement.
Yeah.
And some people in long-term arrangements are thinking they're in love for however long. It's not love.
Right? Candy Barbara saying ladies' mouths are their weapons.
Of
Very
course.
true.
Of
And
course.
Selena is saying, it has a saying, 2 wrongs can't make it right. So I will forgive you, but the love will break down to life. Right? Sherry is saying, well, my mouth is so open when someone blames me for something I'm not doing. Right? So sometimes people, they do in relationships, sometimes they find that somebody may blame you for something that they did. So even in yesterday's discussion on honing, right? Some people, they say they hone because of what the other person did.
Yeah.
They might say, okay, they're not feeling that closeness again, but they decide to, come out of that relationship and maybe have sex with somebody else. Or most of the time, that is what hone is. They end up having sex with somebody on the outside, right? In a committed relationship, right? And they will blame it on, those things for many different reasons. And that, that is a choice. We spoke about that choice, right? So it's a choice to do certain. It is your choice to forgive the person. Some people just even go as far as saying forgiveness is not for the other person, but for yourself. Because when it is you don't forgive, what really happens? They build a hate inside. And that happens to a lot. Most of the time you find it with women. They watch now, the hate.
They still toting feelings on them married and
The hate.
but the
I
next
don't even need to call it toting feelings.
and they're married and still toting feelings.
That's a serious thought, right? You're carrying baggage. If it is you don't forgive that, you continue going to, you're jumping from one person to the next, carrying baggage from all
Previous
the
relationships.
Yeah, all. And when it is done, you have a whole truckload of hate, and that gets you nowhere. So when you don't do that now, you hate yourself, and you hate everybody around.
So if you're looking at this on Facebook, this is Burn Team Independence Special. The topic of the day is what is love, and for the new people who come in on the line, feel free to put in your comment section what love is to you and what you would like it to be in the future. Yes? And if you're looking at this on YouTube, remember to subscribe, and if you're looking at this on Facebook, like, share, follow, and share the live.
Yes.
Happy Independence to all, and this is your boy again, and we chilling Independence morning before you eat all your food and lie down and sleep, quite have no beach.
Yeah? Tomorrow.
Yes. So we have heard from the ladies. I have 1 or 2 guys there, but they're quiet.
Very quiet.
Right? And we just discussed that love is a verb.
Yes.
It's a doing word. And it's trust.
Yes.
Right? And some of us now waking up to the fact that we're not in love. We are in a relationship. Yes, it may have we committed, but we're not in love. We are in an arrangement. Right? And people need to understand the difference. Right? So I would always say, do not tell me you love me. Because anybody with a mouth could say that.
Yes.
Right? Love, you have to prove your love. You have to show your love. right? And by your works and your deeds. And Granny used to say, action that speak louder than words. So you might have a good friend who say they love you and they go on behind your back. Ladies, that is not love. Yeah, message board, light it up.
Yes, the ladies so we have Shanaka asking, what do you do when you fall out of love?
It was the love in the first place. And I think, here now, 98% of this world is not in love. It's a rare thing. Alright, if we were to extrapolate the amount of relationships we was in from school days to now, she can how much, right? But what I'm saying is, we wasn't in love with all of them, If we go to think back, like school crush and your first, your first this and your first, most of us, we wasn't in love. And the real mystics, because we didn't really touch on the mystical side of love, we was talking about relationship and religious. Love is what we call the fifth element. Right? Love is what we call the fifth element, just like the others. And once it grips you, you cannot shake free of it. So if you say you was in love with somebody, and you don't love them no more, you never love them in the first place.
It's kind of like friendship as well. You can't fall. If it is you have a strong friendship, there's nothing that can come in between that friendship. So some people, when they say I lost a good friend, no, that person was never your friend. And the same is for love. If it is you love someone,
it cannot go.
You can't fall out of love.
It has nothing called fall out of love. You see these phrases people making, these phrases, you can't look. Can you not love your child? And I think this is the best example. To the ladies who have had offspring and went into labor and push on the crazy child around the place that get headache. Because sometimes we just feel to stand up, right? We just feel to all who have children. Yes? Can I turn around and say, I have fallen out of love with my son or my daughter?
Sherry saying love is a feeling that's uncontrollable.
Sherry feeling real feelings. Here was it, right? We're talking about the topic of love, and one of our members asked about falling out of love. Ladies, I want to ask you a question. Can you fall out of love with your child?
I mean, a lot of you ladies have children here on the life or a child.
Can men on the life who have children, women on the life, can you fall out of love with your child? And I'm using that to explain to you all that most of you are not in love with all your husband or your man at this point in time.
Yes.
Right? You cannot fall out of love with your son or your daughter. So if you love a man or a woman and you really love them, you cannot fall out of love with them.
Yes. So
98.9 of us on this planet not in love with the person who we with, not in love with the husband we married or the wife we married. I tell you, they are hot these days.
Yes, so we have the ladies saying, never. You cannot fall out of love with their child or children.
And that is my point. The word love is excellently explained in the love you have for your offspring. If you're looking for a definition, I don't care about Oxford at this point. I don't care about dictionary. I don't care about what dictionary they give we to say what love is and the noun and the verb and the adverb and here what I telling all you. Rasta say, Burn Team say. The love you have for your mother, the love you have for your father, even though sometimes it is irritating to the point of madness. The love we have for our sister and our brother, because you know we just fall out with our siblings. You see how real it is now? The most important explanation. If all you want to know what love is, all you gotta ask nobody. The love you have for your mother, your father, your child that you push out 9 months with that big belly on your head. I know all you went through the thing. I can't explain that. I don't know why you push out nothing. Right? That is the explanation of love. And then we would look at ourselves and say, we really in love with that man we married or the woman we married. We in an arrangement. Marriage was made as an arrangement for the wealthy to keep money in circulation. Families, you see Prince Charles married the Duchess. You see that wedding? That is a quintessential explanation of what marriage is. Because the Queen had to do so to Prince Charles. Prince Charles couldn't go out there in London and look for any and any woman to bring in front of the Queen. The Queen had to do so. Because in the origins of that union was based on arrangement. Yes. So you see him crying and all him going on Facebook, it's so beautiful. Don't get caught up. Why he go and cry for somebody who is not a duchess? Why he married a commoner and tears running down here because he loves she so much? You understand? Why these royals don't always marry within royal bloodlines? Why they don't go outside and find a regular person and bucket her tears and the love? So the explanation for love is the love you have for your child. You see, child, I feel like it's the best.
Yeah, that's the best. Because some people don't
love them on the
yeah.
Right? You see that child, that love, sometimes the child tripping you off. The child could do anything, you know. Sometimes the child big and you have to go by the magistrate office because he get in trouble. You love that child. It have no fallout of love with that. So until you find a man, you see, the place quiet, they're thinking. And on this Independent Day, should I catch up out?
So you don't feel family is different?
No. Love don't have.
Because relationship, because you don't choose your family, but you can choose your partner.
No, we're talking about unconditional. We're talking about that love that women are asking for.
Yeah.
We're speaking about the element of love. We are talking about in which the love situated. It's sitting a child, it's sitting a woman, it's sitting a man. The element of love. And all who religious, all who just go to church, go to mosque, go to temple, go to on top the mountain. Message
so when I say never, the feeling you have for your kids different from your relationship
easy. You're in arrangement. Don't get me hot and I could jump out. You know me. Right? You're in an arrangement.
Because the thing about it is, okay, so you have a child, right? It's true that it didn't push out the man, but it has this love that you have. It have nothing that could break the bond, because sometimes you might even have children and they do things that they never thought they would have done.
What a struggle, the
right?
And
they say, but what? And that's why you'll find mothers a lot of time when their son kills a family or they do something. Nah, my son was a good boy.
Yes.
They will, because they love their child so much, and love is blind, as they say.
Yes.
They will never say anything bad about their child. Right? And the same thing goes. If it is somebody in love with a man as much as they are in love with their child. Yes, it's a child, yes, it's man or woman. But it has to, they will never speak ill. They will not destroy whatever it is. They when you want to destroy them, they might feel angry, they may feel hurt, but it is not going to stop them from loving that person.
You cannot fall out of love. That is impossible. And that is the reality. 98.999 people on this planet not in love with the person they're with.
Yes.
They're in an arrangement, maybe a committed relationship, maybe caring involved, sexual, of course. Other than that, that's why my WhatsApp I say don't come looking for no love. Because you can't look for that.
Yeah. And the thing about that's why we see so many persons. They might have something what they call, in a relationship for 3 months. Ask them, how long have you been in a relationship with this person? Right? So that's why marriage is really an arrangement. Because if it is, and they create these laws. So even so much so that when people get married and they divorce, sometimes they split the house, the finances.
The man in Trinidad don't get nothing when they get divorced. Fellas, I know if it's a man on the life, I've been real with all you. If you and a woman married and you will have children, let's have it from the magistrate telling you go and find a place to rent and leave the woman and child in the house.
Right? So So Sherry's saying it's the connections, but at the end of the day, they don't listen. And how much licks they go get? Cause they say, son or daughter, mommy will always love, but just listen.
Yeah. And until you love a man like that, then you are in love. If you love a woman like that, then you are in love. 98.999 people on this planet here think they're in love. They're in an arrangement. And what has happened is when something goes wrong and the arrangement is broken, you separate. You can't break love. You can't separate from love. So understanding what the word is, the definition for love. And if you're no longer on happy independence, all the people no longer, this is birth team, emotional fitness. And we know, we just start and we just get in. And when we get in all here, but let's share this live, These things you're not going to get again, trust me. Because most of us think we are in love and we are not. Love cannot be separated from, you cannot be made separate. The best definition is the love you have for your child as the purest form. That is the only form. Because then you would hear, we break up because he do this. We divorce because he do that. So you was in an arrangement and something happened in the arrangement and it was broken and you all separate. You went your own way, he went his own way. That is not love. You all in a long-term arrangement. So if you like the page,
arrangement is cut short.
yes.
Right? The 1% is their love, and that's what people can't reach full 100.
Right? And you can't say people now. You have to start to put things in perspective. You.
Yes.
There's no right or wrong answer to this topic. Because if you understand the meaning of the word is love, and the meaning of that love is something that is beyond sexual. It is something that is beyond, if somebody make a mistake, it is close to madness. That is why I say that, because your child could get away with 2 things, Gelix, and you still love that child. It have guys who went and commit serious crimes, and if you see their mother by the court, that is my belly in the court. That is the kind of love that is real and true love. Anything else, arrangement was broken, trust was broken, and then we separated. Whether it be divorce or we done, as we say in Trinidad, and you get an ex-man and you get an ex-woman, or you go down that road. So people, we need to look at ourselves and think now, if we truly in love with the person that you're around, independence. Whoever is the man or the woman that can get away with all the stupidness and they're still there, you love that person. You quarrel today, you quarrel tomorrow, you quarrel 5 years after, and they're still there, you love that person. It's simple, eh? They do me all kind. You know, it has some people in your life could do you anything. It have people in my life could do me anything. I mean, real. And I go guff up myself and talk all kind of talk. And then I boil back down after 2 days when I done vent. I boil back down because that is love, people. It could be a friend. Or you fall out. And after that, or you boil back down. It could be a cousin. It could be a sister. You just boil. That is love. Well, they're fighting 15 years now and they're still together. That is love. When I ask granny and great grand and auntie who is the elders, you know what they say? Forgiveness is the key, because they're going to continue to do stupidness. They might do 1 good thing today and 5 bad things tomorrow. Imagine an elder telling you that. The person who could get away with anything. Yes, right? So, Chica, you listening?
Yes.
Right?
Candy Barbara, yes. She say true talk. I can't identify.
Hey, we love them, Candy. Candy that I love, you know. When people looking for this big long explanation and Bible and Quran and Gita and Torah. Hey, hold up. Let Rasta get it straight. Safe. Basic, unconventional. The man or the woman who could get away with doing anything and you come falling right back, you love that person. Happy Independence, man. You know, we are glad to see the people on live. Yes, Z. Yes, Z. And you know that? And you know some people could do anything and get away. Right? That is the meaning. So we went to Oxford Dictionary, we had Trini Dictionary, and then we listened to the members speak. You know what I mean? And for all who come in on the live that is new, this is Burn Team, Independence Special. Or you could, you know, when you wake up in the morning, Chica, you have a little aerobic session. We have to upload the next one with Miss McCalman. And all you could take a little, if you see them, Papa. I ain't hot so yet. Yeah? So, log on to the YouTube. She have one on Facebook as well. I think it's over 3,000 views. She's a hottie. So, you know, as you get up in the morning, you feel to take a little.
Yes, for that morning workout, you know, they say when it starts off the morning, you know, it's come like a right start.
That is self-love, eh? That is self-love. So, as the people coming on the live, we want to thank you all. I ain't going nowhere yet.
No, we ain't going anywhere yet.
Right, we live, man. And the topic is love.
Yes.
And we had different views. We had the dictionary explanation, but I talk in Trini.
Yes.
My 3D version, it had a young lady message me this morning and asked me what is love to me. So whenever she go on the live, if she's present or not, I don't see her. Right? My definition of love, real simple. The woman who could get away with anything, I love she. I think that is the simple explanation. You see, you know how you start a relationship and as soon as the person do one bad thing, you're gone, you never love them. Never. So people in the comment section, all feel free to...
And you know, let us hear what it is you think some of the doing things are to show that you love someone.
What do you guys do to show love?
Yeah.
Whether it be, you know...
Wherever it is, just send in the comment section what it is you do to show your partner that you are in love with them. So we waited.
I waited patiently. And again, the mystical aspect, I would believe love is an element. And when you put it in that class, you can't really put a cause of leaving it alone. Fire, you can't. If you touch fire when you burn, water, wind. You see, the elemental side of love is what we should touch on. And we as people would realize now that we are in arrangements. And anytime that arrangement is broken, we tend to part ways, we tend to end the relationship, we tend to get divorced, or whatever is the case. Yes? So, Chica put out a question there, and as we move in, you know, people will be thinking, boy, like I ain't off the money.
Yes, what do you all do? And you know what I find that a lot of time, I'm just speaking from a female's perspective, is that we see the ladies putting out there what it is they want from the man. Right? This is what I want you all to do to show me. They want roses, they want chocolates.
I don't know, that's just
right?
Yeah.
No, just say, right? They say that is what they want.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you watch it, they really want things.
Yeah.
And not values, not morals, not something that, you know, they always want to touch it. Things.
Tangible things.
Yes.
And the message board is on again.
Sherry is saying, who does always be the first person to say I love you? Most of the times, men or women. She wants to know if men to say it or women say it first. And I think really and truly, first, women to say I love you before the man does. But as we are saying, love is action.
Yeah.
So a woman could tell a man that she loves him, and you'll see that the man is the one that loves the woman and not the other way around, or vice versa. Right? So they may not be showing, they wouldn't have that action to show that they actually love you. So you come here and I love you, I love you, I love you. But they're not doing anything to show that love. They get vexed with you, as Lion said,
They're
mash
gone.
up one time.
Yeah.
They go on. They say, let me cut ties. That is it. Right?
And that's what people do. Let us cut all ties and move on. You did never love in the first place. Right? Because the vibration you give, you would know if somebody don't love you. Right? Because love is a verb. And if you do something wrong, and the first, we done. Yeah? Now sometimes fellas, we just say we done, but we ain't mean we done it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Candy is saying, support their goals, listen to them when they need an air, show affection,
Aww.
do things with them that are important to them.
Interesting, Candy.
Yes, and that is important because you need to show that support. You see, like how you just support each other and everything.
Yeah.
Those are when it's sports day. Right? They hear the shall come in,
Last.
as they say, last in the race. That's my son, that's my daughter. They mightn't be singing all that. People might be, that's my son, that's my daughter. They show that support. They are proud of their partner, their child. And that is how you know when it is somebody love, they will support you in what it is you are doing. And it could be friendship too, simple as friends. If it is you have a friend, you open a business, where's the support?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a friend, yeah. When you watch where all the people who say they will support you when you open up a business.
Message board. Right?
Sure, we say I just give the attention and quality time. Make his favorite meals, pamper him with a little massage. Right? And so, and listen, you don't need to love somebody to give them a massage. Right? You don't need to love somebody to cook their favorite meal. Right? You might show. I mean, you can do that for anybody.
So again, I would think in the verb of doing.
Yes.
Right? In the verb of doing, I would always look for love in the times that it is needed. Why I would say that is because what I'm hearing from our online viewers is doing things when things nice. I don't weigh you so. Lion don't weigh girls, females on when thing nice and how I get treated when thing good is when things bad. Love the show itself when things bad, when everything ready to mash up. That is how I just know when you love. That is the action time I want. I want you in crunch time. I don't want you when everything hunky-dory and nice and I get my back rub and I get buy roses for you and all this thing, ham lambing and jamming. No. I want to see you when things get real bad. Let me see the love there. Yeah? The action must be in times when it's needed. Z.
So we have Z asking a kind of question here. If you are in a relationship and it's not working out and you fell in love with someone else,
Hold on, what is that?
what do you think that person should do? Although you still have the love with your partner, can you love two persons at the same time?
Who should direct that question to?
I don't
Z.
know. Z
Who you want to answer that question?
You want Lion to answer that or you want
Why
me
you
to answer
directed it to me? You know me. Yeah, so Z, you would type who you want to answer that particular crazy question with your crazy self. Right? And as Chica was highlighting before, you start a little business.
Yeah.
You start to sell little nuts on me.
Something.
Right? You have 5,000 change friends on Facebook and nobody buy that from you. Then that's the love we're talking about, the support. You know what I mean? You're doing something positive all the time. You know it's to do negative, they're with you. When it's time to do something positive, no support.
Ah! Barbara saying Lion answer.
So, you know me, basic as we come. The word is love. The word is love. And you cannot fall out of love. So what I would suggest based upon the information is that the partner you're with is an arrangement. Might have some children involved. Right? And it is an arrangement. And what is going on now? Your feelings. Because sometimes ladies tend to get bored. You all get bored really quickly. Guys, hey, we have to be doing something new all the time. Them girls, them get bored quick. So what happens is that you may be bored with this partner. We don't talk about that, eh? You're just bored, you're there long and they're just bored. Same thing over and over, nothing new, nothing fresh. And what happens is that the gentleman or the person that getting your attention now, if you are a very out there kind of person, and your attitude is, always doing something new, you're always vibrant, you're vibrating on that frequency, and maybe the partner and the arrangement, it's not going on that road, and the person you're thinking you're falling in love with, it's just that they're meeting you on that vibration. So you will start to feel the attraction, right? And the reality of it is, knowing what the word means, which is love, as an example to your child, the person or the partner you're with now, that arrangement is wearing thin. That is the reality. Yeah?
So we are saying, well, she would like it for both of our opinions, and it's not for her. We know that sometimes persons ask questions for others. Some people throw it out there as if it is asking for someone else. So it doesn't matter, because somebody just might be looking for the answer. Alright? Candy is saying guys get bored too. That's probably one of the reasons you all drift away. Right? And yes, sometimes both, it doesn't matter male or female. Sometimes some people do get bored. I mean, I'm not saying no to that. So in terms of my opinion, when it comes to loving more than one person at the same time, now remember, there are different types of love. That's one. And two, I believe that if it is you have that special love, that person who could do anything, as Lion say, and they will get away with it. I mean, it's just my view. I am only able to love one person in a special type of way. One person. Yes, I talking for myself. One person. Right?
Yeah, big up, Pop.
So that if it is I tell somebody that I love them and that I am, I am here for the long term, right? And I showing that love is not, I can't be falling out of love. Same in friendship. If somebody, that's why I do not even use the word friend loosely, because that word is used too loosely. Hey, that's my friend, yeah. No, that ain't a friend. When you watch and you pay attention, no, it is not a friend.
So in the perspective of Candy Barbara coming off of that same vibration, what I would add being a man and being bored, guy just get bored quick. I always doing something. I always say, what we are doing today? She can know that you're like, what we doing today? Like what? The next thing again? Right, so I am that is my type of style. I like to keep active. Right? And if I am getting bored, you're gonna know I'm getting bored. Right? Because it is based upon the frequency I am attached to you by. If a guy and a girl is brought together by sex, and the sex get boring, you just have to pull aside because it get boring. If it is based on intellect and we're not intellectually stimulating each other anymore, you will start or she will start to pull away because it's not stimulated anymore. So wherever in the arrangement you have your stimulus, you have to pay attention to that. So if people have a sexual stimulus and they find one person wavering, they have to tighten that stimulus. Otherwise, the person will pull away. If it is more and it's holistic, then you find what is the problem within the situation, and then you focus on that, you build back that, and then you tighten back the bond. It's like a bond, It's a bond that you can't see, Candy. So if you want that male, right, bonded firstly with sex, then you need to keep that sex stimulated. If it is intellect, then you have to keep that bond. And if you find the bond getting loose, tighten it back. And that is where the work comes in. And it's not even love as yet, eh? So that is how hard our relationship is. That is just an arrangement, That is how hard love is. So much love to all who coming on the live. If you're looking at this on YouTube, remember to subscribe. If you're looking at it on Facebook, like and share and let people know, man. The topic is love.
What it is? What does love mean to you? Right? And as I was speaking earlier on, sometimes people they say, yes, I'm in love because everything is going nice.
Yeah.
Everything is smooth. Yeah, fallout as yet.
Yes.
Yeah, see what they say the bad side. Because nobody is perfect. And when it is, you have a disagreement. What do you do when you have a disagreement?
You do not know if the person loves you when things are going good.
Yes.
You only know if that person loves you when the storm comes, and it will come. My definition of love to them and those is very simple. If you could get away with anything and you're still there, I love you. Quote me. I don't have no long statement. For all the ladies present and not, and go be looking at it. My definition, if I love you, you're still there, I love you. Because you could get away with it. You hear what I'm saying, eh? Anything. And 98.9% of the people on this planet is not in a relationship that they love the person. They're in an arrangement. It's a children, you don't mind the children. It's an arrangement.
Julie, yes, you're rich.
Julie, how you? I thought you wasn't going to be on this live. Huh? Much love. Julie, I know. You must be typing away on me, you know. Right? So again, you know the talk, love.
Yes.
And that is my definition for all those now coming on. It's very simple. It's nothing hard. You can get away with anything. And I mean anything. That is why I said the majority of us don't love the person they're with or the person they're looking at. It is an arrangement.
And how to know that you also love someone is that, or if someone loves you, not only getting away with things, but you see when things are rough and tough and at your lowest, if that person
COVID come, you lost your job and she disappeared.
Right? If that person leaves you at your lowest,
COVID come, that she can't have a partner. He said, boy, the girl corner.
yes, you're supposed to be able to stick with that. If it is you love that person,
I lost you Walker.
as we spoke about in previous lives, right?
The money done.
You want to build, you ain't just want, and that's how you know somebody just wants you, whether it's friend, whether it's whoever, that's how you doesn't know somebody just there for what it is you have.
The girl says she has grocery to buy, though she can't go chile.
Right? They will find a way, whatever way it is, they will find a way to get it done.
So, we did ask about what love is to you. So, Julie, you can put in the comments what love means to you and what you think love is. And again, I said again, I will say it again in a different tone. You could only prove your love when things are rough.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to do nice things for a partner when everything good. You can't prove your love unless we reach that stage where the relationship could be destroyed.
Yeah.
So some of us don't even wait till that time. Some of us, something happened, they get divorced, they're done. Right? We talk about abuse, we're not taking that, we're not encouraging that. The physical abuse, we're not encouraging that. We spoke about, ladies and all your mouth, but that is real hard too, and it's be hard to take it sometimes. But again, we're talking about love here.
Yeah.
We're not talking about circumstances. Right? Ladies, I ain't encouraging you to stay with no man. That man love you. If he's had to beat you, he ain't love. So you can get out of that.
Yes.
Right? The arrangement it's not even a good arrangement. It's not like if, the arrangement is good, so much less for love. So if we have to start at our arrangement level and see how the arrangement go. And then in the arrangement, the storm coming in between.
Yes.
Well, ever check that good, you start off the relationship, things sweet. And then it have a little issue. Then it get back good, have a little issue again. And it's there you could see if that person really, really loves you. In that kind of love we're talking about. So the majority of we with people we don't love, we cannot fall out of love. That is a myth. Right? You love the way you love your child, you're supposed to love the person. And if you could find that man or that woman, you can't leave them. That is why Granny used to say, is that we talk about soul tie, that is the ultimate soul tie. All who, they talk about Obia. Shadow played in the background, right? You know what I'm saying? The best obia in this world is love. Because as I rightfully say, if I love you, you could get away with anything. And that means that you could do me anything. Yeah? Julie, I'm going to the message
board. I thought I was in love with my husband. But it's when I had my daughter. Lord, that is love. It's so different. Right? So Judy is saying that she thought she was in love with her husband.
Yeah, love.
Right? But it's when she had a daughter that she understands, oh, this is what love really is.
That is my explanation. And that's how powerful it is. And that, as I would say, is the best obia. Fellas, ladies, if you're looking for the candle lighting, if you're looking for the obia, love. That love, Papa. You could do anything. And we know that, you know.
Yeah.
We know that. We know we could do anything. And if you know that person love you and she ain't going nowhere. Ladies, you have some friends who love a man and he doing all kind of craziness and you know he's strong and touchy, but you ain't going nowhere. You understand? Message board time.
Alright, my love is for my child. To me, knowing when you're in love is when you do all the right things for the wrong ones.
And again, I know your new one you have now come. Love is an element. Understand? So the best understanding we could place on the life is the love you have for your child. The other person needs to love you too. You see, the thing is, if you're truly in love, whatever that person do, they can give it. That's how dangerous that love is. That's how powerful that love is. So if you could leave that person, it's an arrangement. You don't love them. You might be think you love them, you love them. It's like the best obia in the world. And as I said, 98.999% of us on this planet in relationships, that is arrangements and not the actually love he or she.
Yeah.
Most of us in marriages, and we don't actually love. We think. We might be care, but we don't love because today or tomorrow when a man come and say, he do this, he do that, the other, you're calling for your lawyer for a divorce.
And that brings up, now we have one of our valued members, right? In saying this now, you know, we started know about the starting up of things, right? And he was asking the question about, you know, loving persons with disabilities.
Big up Andy on the live. He's not on the live right now, but he would be soon.
Yes. So then we have that case where sometimes that too is an arrangement, you know.
Yes, it is.
Yes, because sometimes people, they may see someone with a disability and they look at what their parents have. They even sometimes look at what they have. And please, you all will know that there are different types of disabilities. There are disabilities that you will not be able to see with your naked eye.
Yeah.
Right? And we have a lot of persons with physical disabilities. And before the lifeline, and you know, we were talking about, you know, that in itself, especially persons with physical disabilities. And when it comes to the female with the physical disability, you know, people, and they have a child, they'll be, that man who was a wicked man to breed she boy.
Yeah.
Even if it's a mental illness too.
Yeah.
Right? They say, oh, that person real wicked boy, who do that? Right? Not knowing that that person with a disability, they too have feelings.
They too
have desires. Right? They, right? They want the persons just like everybody else. So we have Candy Barbara. There are few and far persons who can love someone with a disability.
There are few and far persons who could love.
Yes.
Cut it right there.
Right.
Much less for this. Let me be real. This is real talk and not cross talk. Yeah? There are few and far people who can really love, and until we understand this in this world, we will constantly be getting ourselves into relationships on my WhatsApp say don't come looking for love. Because females and males going into relationships thinking that they're trying to find love, you know.
Yes.
They can't find a verb. You see how understanding English and comprehension is different? I want you to comprehend this. You cannot find a verb. That's the reality. And a lot of music and a lot of poets, again, they romanticize a word. Right? They romanticize it, so we think of it in a connotation that don't exist.
Yeah.
You cannot find love. It is a verb. You can't go and look to find love in a man. You can't find love in a woman. You understand what I mean? You didn't find love in a child. The child that you had, did you go find in it? No. It is an element. It's there in the child for you, the connectivity. So if that type of connectivity exists in another person, you can't leave that. It has no way. You will always find a way to be in that person's life. Right? So as we're going down the road.
Yeah. And as we say, is when things get rough.
And Chica face kind of straight.
Yes.
Oh, Chica face straight.
When things get rough, that is how you know if somebody even loves you too. When things get rough.
That's the only time. And you know, in the older ones have said it. How you just know your true friend? When you're in pressure.
Yes.
How much are we have million of friends on Facebook? Friend we him see and can you pick up that phone and say, hey, well, you're in trouble? How much are them coming? One. In 10,000 friends on Facebook. It have people all kind of extra friends and followers. How much followers you could call now if you in a pressure now? One, and some are we half a one. Right? That is the reality of it.
Yes.
So the same way you would know, and you know we will say after that I'm a friend. Because when I was in problem, they helped me. Same thing you're going to know so if the love real. If the love real, you had to wait for the storm. You had to wait for the problem. You had to wait for the thing that going and mash up this thing when we start and see what happened in that. If you're successful in mashing up that relationship because of whatever the problem is, whether it be male or female, that was an arrangement that has come to a conclusion. And we're looking at the message board because I realize people thinking, you know, people
yeah,
at that.
really thinking about, am I in love with the person I'm with right now?
Happy Independence to all. Remember to share this live. And for people who having mental issues, emotional issues, passion empowerment is part of basic unconventional raw nutrition. You just have to touch that WhatsApp button on Burn Team page. If you are truly needing some sort of counseling, we have the certified Miss Shamika James, social worker extraordinaire. That is her field and that is where her degree lies. Yes?
Where the heart.
Right? Where the heart lies. So people thinking, boy.
Yes,
you could feel the thinking.
Yes. People are thinking because they're wondering now, am I in an arrangement? Am I in love?
Yeah. And it's really easy to know.
Or even the other way around. Is this person in love with me?
Reality. And this is real talk.
Yes.
Right? Can you leave? The biggest OBI in the world is love. The biggest tie, you know, I don't want that man to leave me. If you love me, he can't leave. And that is it's so powerful, eh?
Yeah.
And that's why I say 99.99999 of us are not with a person who we're in love with. We're in a person we have an arrangement with because we fit certain criteria. We fit certain criteria, so we arrange ourselves to be with this man, or we arrange ourselves to be with this woman. He must be financially stable. He must be like no certain woman, so I could marry he. I hear women say that, you know. I hear women say, I could marry he, you know, because he don't like a certain woman, so I could deal with that. That is an arrangement. That has nothing to do with love. You understand?
Right? Judy is saying this world needs some love. There isn't much. And Shanaka is saying yes. Food for thought.
Julie, this world has nothing to do. You see, the inner world is what you should be concerned about. This world has been so for millions of years. This world is not going to change based upon what you like. Would you walk barefoot through a forest? No, you'll put on a boots. You don't understand where you're living. You're living in a place that is vipers. You have to control your inner world. You see a circle? Somehow we have to tighten our circle. Somehow we have too much vipers in our circle. And I don't mind you talk to me, you know, because there are less people in my circle. Because you want real friends. If it's one. You want real family members. If it's one family member, you know, don't feel your whole family like you. Don't feel your whole family love you. Some mothers will like their daughters. That is what it is. This is the world we live in. The 5 people, let me say the closest 2, 9 out of 10 times, the closest 3 people, one of them is a relationship tie. Right? So in your circle, it has to have one person that love you, you know. And if you don't have that, you need to change your circle. And it could be a husband, it could be a wife. Because if that is what you're looking for, I being real with you. If have people married, they in an arrangement, they have no love there. Because today or tomorrow the man come and say he was unfaithful. Where we come from? Today or tomorrow the man come and say, ah, honey. She don't call she lawyer. She called she lawyer because she is not going through that. Because you break the arrangement. So now we have to get divorce. Keep it quiet. Right, so in this independence, you know, we will call it a day. You know, because we leave the people with thinking. So what you all think should be the next topic? We calling it the relationship series. We touch on soulmate. We touch on horning.
Cheating and flirting.
We touch on cheating and flirting. So you know, we touching on aspects of relationships, whether it be personal relationships, family, friends, work, teammates. We encompassing the thing because you need a team to go forward in life, you know. Ladies and gents, you see this on this independent woman thing? Well, they cut it out. Because if you had to travel to go to work, you need somebody to get up to work, that taxi or that maxi. We are all in need of each other in some way. If we get in an incident or accident, we have to hope that our people working in the hospital. There is no such thing as an independent person. Let's have an independent nation. So today people, we celebrated independence as a nation. Because that is the only how we could go forward. If we're not independent as a nation, part of the Commonwealth, governing our own affairs, together we aspire. Together we achieve. On Independence Day, people, whenever you look at it, women and these women rights activist groups doing a lot of harm. Because you all have the opinion, and I heard ladies say this phrase, they don't need a man. Hell, you need a man. Hell, you need a team. You need people together who vibrating with you. Because if we work as a team on the job, we can't get nothing done. If we work together as a country, we can't get nothing done. Man, there's no independent man out here. A man need a woman. And we ain't talking want here. We ain't talking want for whatever sex or whatever. A man need a woman. And a woman need a man. So wherever it is in this talk, you're thinking that I could be by myself. You're lying to yourself. If I stand up and say, boy, I could be by myself, I don't need this kind of thing. No, you need a team. Big up Lisa now, come on the live when you're ready to rap. Andrew's late. Happy independence, yeah? So again, you want to be independent as a collective. We are an independent nation moving together.
Julia said, no, I don't need a personal man. I'm good with what I have. Now, the thing about it is, people are saying, oh, well, they don't need this, so that they don't need that. But sometimes the driver just happens to be a man. It don't want to be anything sexual. It doesn't mean it has to be, you're having an arrangement with a man in terms of marriage, right? But it's just basic daily life living. You may not be able to paint your house. You need, most of the time you'll see, is a man coming to paint the house.
And ladies talking from this is talking from a place of hurt. I'm not talking from a place of hurt, I'm talking from reality. Ladies, I'm going to tell you something. You see, in this world, you need a man and a woman to grow up children in this world. That's the problem. You don't need mommy alone to grow no man up. Whether the man is an uncle, right? Whether the man is a good friend of yours, whether the man is a brother, it don't have to be nothing under that vibration, right? Just as how we need women to teach the females. How, you know what I mean? We need each other.
So Julie is saying that's why she said personal.
Julie, personal in the sense of yourself. Right now you're listening to her man.
Right? So I guess she meant she doesn't need a man sexually.
That is your personal choice. We're talking about when we have children growing up in our house as well. We're talking about this me and my child alone against you. No, people, we have to change the way we're thinking. Watch how society going.
So Lisa is saying love is you need to love yourself first. And it's also having or being a good friend.
Right? We need, you see, upbringing of these youths in this country, people, we look what's going on. It don't have to be a sexual partner. It could be a friend, it could be an uncle, it could be a cousin. But we need to bring back this type of vibration.
Today is saying I have a lot of male friends because women don't like me.
I know why they don't like it, Julie. Right? And we need that understanding. We are independent nation, are independent people. You never hear independent person when talking about moving forward. We are independent people moving forward to achieve better in 2021. And we have to apply this to all aspects of life. So love, if we're looking at this, the love you have for your children will be the perfect example. And if you find a man or a woman in which you can love like that, that is true love. And if you want to know what is my definition of love, if it is you could get away with anything and you're still there, I love you.
Lisa is saying, wait, when you do anything with the man, these women is called mommy.
Lisa, I feel independent, right? I feel independent. So people, the next topic we want, Julie, what you want us to talk about for the next topic? Right, Lisa, what you would want for the next topic is, I realize we're going on the vein of relationship. So,
let us hear from you all. How much time they have to tell us what they want? What's the next topic, y'all?
Is it men from Venus, men from Mars, women from Venus? You know, we want to know what you all would like to hear. Candy Barbara?
Yes.
What is the next topic for the next live? Coming out of the vein of relationships, we touch on soulmate. We touch on cheating. But some women just don't.
This is a whole, you see the thing, wait a single ladies and the...
Beyonce kill all you. The one who sing the anthem, all my single ladies. She is single, eh? All the women who sing about independent ladies, her husband, eh? And make big money.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are the limitations before you give up any relationship?
That would be based upon the arrangement. So we now talking business now. You see how people we need to communicate with people, and this is good because listen. You see what you just said there? What are the limitations you give for ending a relationship? And that is based on all the arrangement. You want to sit down and you see how a marriage arrangement is? This is why you want, this is why you don't want. If you're home, we done. If you talk too loud, we done. If you're customer, we done. You see, because if the other person doesn't know what they're getting themselves into, we can't agree. So before you get into the arrangement, you need to stipulate what your arrangement is and then leave it up to the person to say yes or no. And it would save a lot of people time on this life. People wouldn't be married and think, oh no, on this life. If they do just that. Yeah? So Julie, we want to know what is the next topic.
Lisa is saying, next topic, are you ready for marriage?
I like that. Because I gotta tell you, The only how a marriage going to work is if the two persons in love. So you see, it got right back. A marriage can't work. Alright, right now, we in arrangements. You have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend, right? That's arrangements. A marriage is a bigger step than that. If we in relationships that is arrangements and can't make the what making we could make it a marriage. If you can't be with somebody for 10 years, let me start to call numbers for you out here. Because I realize when they're talking about marriage, I want to deal with man 6 months. Let me tell you something. If all you going wrong for 8 years, all you don't know one another. Chica?
And what about persons who may have been together for 8 years and then they realize they really didn't know that person so well at all?
Then the arrangement is cut short. Because they give the arrangement enough time, because marriage is bigger than that.
Yeah.
So if I telling you no, if you make 8 years, you ain't nowhere close. I mean real, because in them time, if the person stick around, you're going to learn all the bad ways, all the dirtiness, all the tricks, all the lies, all the everything. But you see how long you have to learn? Because for the first 3 years, it's pretenders. They just pretend to be good. They just pretend to be this. They just pretend to be honest. They just pretend for them 3 years. You see 8? That is relationship. You have not been in a relationship or arrangement if all year lasts that long as yet. Well, they still getting to know one another. And you see time with the person does give you that information. Not what mommy say, not what mommy see, not what daddy see, not what your friends see. Time. Time does prove you wise. You understand? Next topic should be.
What should...
I like that. I like...
What you should do when you're caught cheating?
Lisa, let's see this.
Caught cheating, well, we know cheating is one and then...
Right, so Z is proposing, or let's send some hearts, say we want a vote.
Yeah.
So Z is saying the next topic should be what you should do when you catch the man or the woman in bed with somebody. I like that, I like the back of that. I like that. What should be done? Right? I like the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a riveting topic. Come on, meet you. What? It's blade. Alright, so here we say it. Pretenses. Lord, right? So yes, as I said before, for people who listen, time does prove you're wise.
Yes. Does age really matter in a relationship? So we have a lot of things. Are you ready for marriage? Does age matter in a relationship?
I make a life every day.
And what should you do if you catch your partner in bed?
We're going to keep all of them.
Record it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have three topics. Alright, 3 topics.
Which one do you want me to do first? The one with does age really matter? The one with are you ready for marriage? Or the other one that states what will you do if you catch a significant other in bed with someone else? God, I like it.
You know, we talk about honestly.
I'm honest.
And some people say, well, that's it.
Yeah.
Some people say, well, they went and do it back.
Right.
And, well.
Right? So, we would decide if all you want to look at inbox us, which one all you want to do first. And we will decide which one. I think ready for marriage is a kind of strong one too.
It is a very strong and the age is a really...
Topic, do you stay married outside woman and us too? So marriage?
So, you see, marriage is a whole big, you know, it's a topic.
I know when I post that a man, people gonna send me all kind of inbox.
We will discuss after this and see how it is. We will then deal with this matter. Right, so some people say age is a number and they know that marriage.
So can we put everything in one and deal with it?
Yeah, maybe we can.
Right? Are you ready for marriage will be the headline. Are you ready for marriage?
And that are you ready for marriage will come in with age as well.
Age will be,
because some people believe, because some people believe that age plays a part. Some people believe if they are 18 years, no, they're ready for marriage yet. You know, people have their different views. Some people might say,
Lisa, will you get into a relationship with a man who is 80 years old?
But how? Well, no, it's different age difference.
No, I'm talking about he's 80 and you're that age. Ladies, any ladies on your life will get in a relationship or arrangement with a man who is 80.
And what is the reason for getting in that arrangement?
Yeah, nice.
What is the reason? Because as we say, sometimes it's not love.
Yeah.
It's for what the person
Yeah,
has.
right? So, happy independence, you all.
Yes.
Hell no, Kadimara say hell no.
Right? So,
Happy independence when you go and
Yes.
cook all your food.
do not forget from today you have to wear a mask when you go outside.
Well, let it remind me, yes, because I'm a stinger. Yes,
Yeah. You have to remember because the $1,000 to just throw there. Yeah. So,
well,
wear a
Uncle
mask.
Rolly go out and pay that in parts.
Alright, so we will keep you all
Informed of the next
Yes.
one. I think marriage, are you ready for marriage is a nice one.
Yeah.
And we can add in the age and what would be the, the
Yes.
stipulations and
Yeah.
yeah. Right, so is your boy Lion.
And if you're Chikache,
Just remember, if you're looking at this on YouTube, remember to subscribe.
Yes.
If you're looking at it on Facebook, remember to like and share and comment. Tell your enemy, tell your friend. Burn Team at it again.
yes.
We go on. God.